Hey everyone, Shebim here, and welcome back to our next episode of the Fire Pro Wrestling World Tag League Tournament. Right, I got it out in the end. So we are halfway through the third stages of matches, if that makes sense. The third set of matches out of 7 in this Group A of this tournament. At the moment, the American Wolves top the group with 3 wins out of 3. Tyler Bate and Trent 7. Mustache Mountain 2 wins out of 3. We have got the Young Bucks, the Unbreakable Effing Machines, Project Ego, and Bad Influence with 1 win out of 2. Mark and Jay Briscoe 1 win out of 3, and Bobby Roode and James Storm 0 out of 3. In this episode, we want to make sure that all the teams have faced at least 3 matches each. So I believe that's going to be the Young Bucks versus Project Ego, and Bad Influence versus the Unbreakable Machines by the looks of it. So let's have a look. Yeah, it's already set up for us. Great. So Project Ego versus the Young Bucks is going to be our first match of the night. That is the wrong button. Let's go down to there. There we go. Yep, the Young Bucks versus Mark. I do apologise. I've been ill the last few days, which is why the videos have been a bit slowly uploaded. I'm getting back to it, but as you can probably tell, my voice is a bit ropey, so I'm struggling a little bit. But we'll be fine. We'll be fine. We'll get there. That's the main thing. Right, so here comes the Young Bucks, Nick and Matt Jackson. So far, 1 win out of 2 for them. So this is a very important match, this one. This will put one of these 2 teams joint second in the tournament alongside Mustache Mountain. Both of these teams desperate to get that. We know that it's going to be a pretty tight one, so to speak. We know it's going to be like that in this tournament. There's 7 matches for each team, so the max you can get is 35 points. However, I feel like any more than maybe, I think you could probably get away with 1 loss. 2 losses, it's going to be a bit ropey because the top 2 teams are going through to a knockout stage, and there's 4 groups like this, so it's going to be a long tournament. Alright, starting off with a test of strength. It's Martin Kirby and Nick Jackson to start off the action. That's poked to the eye there by Kirby, and now... what on earth was that? I don't know what it was, but it's made a horrible noise. That was so crazy and loud, that was. I have no idea what the hell that was. Submission attempted there by Kirby, but caught by Matt Jackson now. In with the super kick, then a butt to the nuts. And he brings in Chris Travis. Good old Chris Travis. Such a fan of this guy. Taken far too early. And also use CKY as his entrance music. There's the reverse chin locked in by Travis, but Matt Jackson was able to break free. And a super kick for Trav as well. There's a roll-up. It's pretty early in the match. It's not even a 1 count, to be honest with you. Matt Jackson springing him off the ropes and went for the spinning kick, but it was avoided by Travis, who now reverses the tombstone into one of his own. There's the pin. Only a 1 count. A low blow again by Matt Jackson. The referee's letting him get away with it, though. Over and over again, he's been getting away with it. And it looks like it's going to be a double tag. A lot of action. There's a lot of miss attempts here, isn't there? There's a very lazy Faye-Mauser there. Very lazy Faye-Mauser. Nice drop kick. Kirby now rolling Nick Jackson through. And again rolling through, dropping him face first. Kirby sending Nick Jackson into the corner. Went to follow it up, but I think Nick Jackson managed to move out the way, and now great tag team work just pushing Kirby towards his own corner. Nice running Hurricane. There's the pin. Ooh. That was more than I expected, a 2 count this early on in the match, to be honest with you. Nice drop toe hold by Kirby, dropping Nick Jackson face first. Of course, the owners of AEW are going to want a strong result here. Chris Travis now gets a low blow by... Okay, I wonder what was going on there. The referee was counted for Nick Jackson to leave the ring. Of course, you only get a certain amount of time you're allowed to be in the ring after a tag. And Chris Travis now dragging Matt Jackson back towards his corner. Again, good tag team knowledge, knowing to try and cut the ring in half and try and keep your opponent in your side. There's the tag. In comes Martin Kirby once again, but Matt Jackson takes the pair of them down with boots in the guts. And Inseguri as well. Just stamping on the back of the knee of Martin Kirby. Like I said, both these teams know how important this match is. This will put them on 10 points, joint second in the group. Super kick by Matt Jackson on Kirby and a boot to the nuts as well. And once again... Oh, he dropped to the ground. Kirby now taking Matt Jackson up, letting him think about that suplex for dropping him down. And he bounces all the way to the outside. Matt Jackson back in the ring, makes a tag into Nick. Snap suplex by Kirby, who now comes across and makes the tag into Travis as well. Travis with a snapmare on Nick Jackson. There's the pin. Not even a 1 count, really. Travis now, there's a scoop slam. Dragging Nick Jackson back into the middle of the ring. And looking for that figure 4 leg lock. It's locked in. And Nick Jackson was able to break free. That could have been enough there. Boots to the face there by Nick Jackson. Drags Travis back into the middle of the ring. Big chop. Another big chop as well. And Travis comes back with a boot in the gut. Now Travis up top. Big elbow drop to the chest of Nick Jackson. Nick, though, again with a super kick. But they always just come out of everywhere. Just super kicks, don't they, the Bucks? Nick Jackson up top. Big crossbody taking down Travis. There's the tag. In comes Matt Jackson. And a tag into Martin Kirby. Nick now with the boot straight in the chest, the pair of them. Matt sending Kirby off the ropes. Now dragging Trav back into the middle of the ring, but he was not the legal man. And he got distracted, and Matt Jackson took advantage of the situation. Matt Jackson now, tombstone power driver on Martin Kirby. Now rolls him through for the pin. 2, but it was just too close to Travis, who was able to break up the pin. Low blow here by Matt Jackson. Ducks the spinning kick into a drop kick on Martin Kirby. Brings Kirby back up to his feet. Dragon screw. But Kirby, nice Northern Lights. We saw him get a victory with that in one of the previous matches in this group. Both members of the Bucks in the ring now. Escaping the vertical suplex, but Kirby with a low blow, and the referee wasn't quite looking in that direction. Trav up top once again, elbow drop to the back of Matt Jackson. Kirby up, moonsault. Elbow drop. Wow. Project Ego taking it in turns to hit Matt Jackson, but there's the quick tag. In comes Nick. Boots right to the side of the head of Trav. Able to fight back with a boot in the face of Nick Jackson. Trav's back up on his feet, but Nick Jackson springs off the ropes. Into the Hurricanrana. 1, 2. Matt Jackson's there to block off Kirby, and there's the victory for the Young Bucks to make it 2 wins out of 3 for them. That's a really important win for them. They needed that. Definitely needed that one. And there we go then. Good victory for the Young Bucks. Chris Travis on the losing side of Nick Jackson's Hurricanrana. It's a pretty short matchup compared to some of the others. So we look at the rankings now. That puts the Young Bucks into joint second alongside Mustache Mountain. And it leaves Project Ego down here. Now one of the teams of either the Unbreakable Machines, Brian Cage and Michael Elgin, and Bad Influence will be joining them right now. Hopefully, if we've not already done this match, have we not? Let's have a look. Boom, boom, boom. No, we haven't done this match. Good. Brian Cage and Michael Elgin versus Christopher Daniels and Frankie Kazarian. Let's go. So again, one of these teams will join Mustache Mountain and the Bucks on 10 points out of 3 matches. And the other team will stay joint middle on 1 win from 3, I think. I don't know. My brain did not work well today. So I've not been very well, and it's not, you know, it is what it is. So here's Michael Elgin and Brian Cage. Definite strength advantage so far in this tournament. And Brian Cage has a tiny head still. And here comes Kazarian and Daniels. Bad influence. I'm really enjoying this tag team tournament. I hope that you guys are as well. It's fun, isn't it? It's a nice little enjoyable thing to do. It breaks up the standard WWE stuff as well. Allows the chance to do some little different stuff here and there, which is nice. So Brian Cage and Christopher Daniels to start things off. And for some reason, Daniels is taller. Daniels is much bigger than Brian Cage. So someone set this up incorrectly somewhere. Whether they've made Cage too small or whether they've made Daniels too big, I'm not sure. I feel like Daniels is too big, to be honest with you. However, I don't think it shouldn't matter too much. It's just a little bit aesthetically, isn't it? That's all it is, really. Cage with the backbreaker on Christopher Daniels now drags him back into the middle of the ring. Gut wrenches him up into a gut wrench suplex. Almost folded in half. There's the tag. In comes Kazarian. Very early tag. So the damage has been done. Christopher Daniels' boot in the gut. Wasn't quite enough. Of course not. It's very, very early in the match to even be considering a pin, to be honest. But I think it's just slowing the pace down and just sending a message to your opponent by letting them know that you can get that nice early pin without too much of a worry. Across comes Brian Cage. Nice drop kick there by Kazarian. Kazarian big elbow to the back of the head as well. Elgin, nice shoulder block straight through the back of Kazarian. The Kazarian fighting back just rolls him through. There's the tag. In comes Christopher Daniels. Nice total elimination there by bad influence. There's the drop kick and elbow as well. But Michael Elgin just fighting back, showcasing his strength. Nice strikes here, back and forth by Daniels and Elgin. Not quite sure who would benefit, but I'm pretty sure it probably is Elgin, yeah. He's a much stronger man. He's a big, big man. There's the target. In comes Mr. Tiny Head once again. Nice clubbing blow to the back there by Elgin, who's still just destroying Daniels. Cage with a spinning neck breaker on Daniels as well. Springs off the ropes and just stomping on the chest. Daniels with the overhand now, wrenching back with the chin lock. Cage able to break free. Cage now taking Daniels up into an F5. Nice. F5 hit. Daniels rolling Cage through, just too close to the ropes though. Cage just dragging Daniels closer to the corner of the Unbreakable Machines. Great tag team work to do that. And Cage now into a jackhammer. Too close to the ropes. It almost seems like Cage is trying to finish his match early. He's not getting paid by the hour here, is he? He just wants to get that victory. Both men make a tag. All four men in the ring now. It's Elgin and Kazarian who are the legal men. I'm not sure what Kazarian had planned there, but Elgin, I think, avoided it. Nice forearm there by Kazarian, dropping Elgin down before stamping on the back of the knee. That's a clever thing to do. If you're going to take down a big redwood, you've got to take it down by the base of the trunk. So by taking down the knee is probably the best way to get Elgin grounded. Elgin now just slams down Christopher Daniels, but of course he's not the legal man and forgot to pay attention to Kazarian. He could live to regret that. Or I think he was going for the Elgin bomb and Kazarian saw it coming and reversed it. Kazarian with a DDT on Michael Elgin, drags him away from the corner again, stamping on the back of that knee. Rolls him through. Submission locked in, but Brian Cage was there to break it up. German suplex. Keeps the grip, rolls the hip again. Bridges for the pin. It's only a 2 count. Daniels was there to break it up. And alright, Brian Cage just comes in and F5s in, as you do. Just casually. Nice Falcon Arrow there by Elgin. 2. This is going to be it, surely. It is not. No, only a 2 count. And there's the tag. In comes Christopher Daniels. Nice suplex by Elgin. Daniels again. In with a backdrop. Now rolls up Elgin for the pin. 1, 2. Only a 2 count. Bad Influence putting on a better match here than I assumed. I really thought that Cage and Elgin would just dominate with a strength advantage. There's the tag. In comes Cage. It's going to be an assisted powerbomb. And a standing moonsault by Cage. 1, 2. Elgin just did not defend the pin. And Kazarian was across to break it up. Total elimination now by Bad Influence as well. But Brian Cage is back up quicker than Christopher Daniels, who hit the maneuver. Cage taking Daniels up on his shoulder. Big Death Valley driver. But Daniels is back up on his feet and avoids the discus forearm. Makes the tag into Kazarian. Spinning neckbreaker by Cage, who's now just dominating anyone who will listen. Oh no, but Kazarian takes him down. Cage now taking Kazarian up. There's the jackhammer. Too close there to Daniels, isn't it? I feel like that would have been the win if it wasn't so close to Daniels. Elgin dragging Daniels across the ring. Not quite sure what the point in that is, but we go. If he does go for that, I thought he was going to go for the jackhammer again. If he did, that probably would have been a win. I thought Elgin might be looking for the Elgin bomb. I think the end is near by looks of it. Double suplex by the Unbreakable Machines. Elgin, big splash, but it's too close to the ropes. DDT by Kazarian. An Alabama slam, though, by Brian Cage on Kazarian. Elgin now takes him up. There's the Elgin bomb, and surely that's going to be the 3. 1, 2, and 3, and it is. The Unbreakable Effort Machines get the 2 points, the 3 points by defeating Bad Influence. It looked like, towards the end of the match, it looked like just a matter of time, didn't it? I think you just saw them holding on for dear life, old Bad Influence, and it was going to be a victory sooner or later, wasn't it? And there we go. It was Brian Cage with a pinfall over Kazarian with, it says double leg hook forward, wasn't it? It was, oh, you can see it there. Well, why am I pointing at the screen? You can't see me pointing, can you? That must be the Elgin bomb there, that must say. But a good win. A very good win for the Unbreakable Machine. So now we have this after 3 matches for everyone. The American Wolves are top of the group with 3 wins out of 3. Nick and Matt Jackson, the Young Bucks, Brian Cage, Michael Elgin, the Unbreakable Machines, and Tyler Bate and Trent Seven, Mustache Mountain, all with 2 wins out of 3 on 10 points. The Briscoe Brothers, Jay and Mark, Chris Travis and Martin Kirby Project Ego, and Bad Influence, Daniels and Kazarian on 1 win from 3. And Beer Money, Bobby Roode and James Storm, 3 losses out of 3. Wow. So there we go. We are almost halfway through this tournament now. Not halfway through. Well, halfway through this group of the tournament. Next episode will be halfway through this group completely. But yeah, I'm looking forward to how this is going to pan out. I said the top 2 teams will probably go through. If we've got teams on the same amount of points at the end, we will probably have to do a buffer match to see who goes through. And then we'll move on to Group B, Group C, and Group D, for example. And then, yeah, we'll know all about that. I told you, I'm not very good today. I'm not very well, and it's transferring into my lack of ability to be able to talk. Yeah, once we've done all 4 groups, the top 2 from each group will go through into an 8-team knockout, and we will crown the winner of the World Tag League. Anyway, I've been Shabby Gamer. I hope you have enjoyed. If you have, please do hit a like and of course subscribe if you want to see some more. I've been Shabby Gamer. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.